I just found the best budget gaming keyboard. You better stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this one.
What's up, this is GM, and before I start, I want to tell you about TubeBuddy. In case you don't know, TubeBuddy is a free website that will help you manage and grow your YouTube channel. Thanks to them, some of my videos even show up as top results. Want to give them a try? Check the description below for the link.
Today, I have a great one for you. It is LANGTU's W1 wireless gaming keyboard. Keep in mind this is a membrane keyboard. However, this is a great budget option as well as a great starting point if you don't want to invest too much on a mechanical gaming keyboard right off the bat. Let me give you some quick info on it. So it is wireless. It uses a dongle via 2.4 gigahertz wireless transmission. It has a metal panel keyboard. So that means that the base is metal, which is really surprising because at this price point, I would not have expected that. It has amazing LED lights. It is RGB. However, it isn't the type that will transition. It is going to be a single kind of rainbow color that is just that one effect. However, that's kind of what you expect at this price point. The keys have a 10 million keystroke lifetime, so honestly very durable, gonna last you a long time. ABS keycaps, it has 2-color injection molding, and it has uniform backlights, which is just, you're gonna see, it's beautiful. It's so crisp, it's so nice. It has 2 light up modes and 3 levels of brightness. You can adjust the brightness and breathing speed of the backlight according to your preference, and each key is colored brightly but softly, so you know it's great for dark environments, but it really works well even when there's just some soft light in the room. Now you're going to notice when I show a little bit later on, I have some really harsh light on it, so you can't really see the colors as easily when the light is on, but you can still see it. Now I want you to be sure that it will work on pretty much any of your devices that have a USB port, so it'll work on Windows, it'll work on Macs, and it has no drivers, so you don't need any extra software to make it work, which is very key. Also means that it will work on Xbox and PlayStation, so keep that in mind if you're trying to buy it for your gaming system. It has 25 anti-ghosting keys and 12 multimedia shortcuts as well. And just to give you the dimensions, it is 5 inches by 17.7 inches, and then it's about 1.2 inches tall on the upper portion and 0.2 inches tall on the lower portion. So some things to keep in mind, since it is a membrane keyboard, it is going to be a little bit more quiet than a mechanical keyboard. And although it has like the RGB lights, it's not technically RGB because it doesn't transition, have the different lighting effects. But honestly, I think it looks great how it is. I think this is great for a gift especially. So obviously I don't have all the lights off in my room, but even with the amount of light I do have coming in, you can see the lights are really easy to see, and it's very bright, it's very crisp, which I think is very key, especially when looking at a budget keyboard, because usually budget keyboards will skimp on something, but this keyboard really looks like it has it all, especially at its price point. I think I copped it for about $22, which is a really good price to be buying it at. Now I'm gonna do a quick sound test so you can hear the keys. Okay, so what you might have noticed me doing there is I was doing full presses and just light taps, so you can hear how noisy each of the keys are and how noisy the caps are, because it really just varies, but honestly, it is decently loud. So I wouldn't be using this in your bedroom if your partner's trying to sleep, but it sounds great. It reminds me of blue switches. Just the sound of it reminds me a lot of the blue switch mechanical keyboards that I use, which I was really surprised. I like the clickiness of it, which you really don't find in a budget keyboard. But honestly, you probably want to know how it feels in an actual game setting. So I used it in some PC games, mostly in Valorant. I used it on some CSGO and some Warzone 2.0 because honestly, why not? And I loved it. I felt like it just felt great to play on. The keycaps are also flat. They aren't curved, which I kind of like. I felt like, yeah, you know, it makes it easier to move your finger between keys, which for some people can be a problem, but for me, I like it because I have smaller hands. It makes it a lot easier to switch between keys, especially for quick movements. I also like just the overall white and silver look of it. I think it looks clean, especially when the lights are off. I think it just looks amazing. It makes the whole setup great, and I love that it's wireless. Make sure to check the description below if you want to buy it. I'll have a link down there, so make sure you cop one now before the price goes up.